The Fiddler of the Reels, a story by Thomas Hardy, dramatised by Colin Hayden Evans.
It was as if there was some sudden pool of sound, close and breathing. And in it I knew I would one day drown.
Mop, they called him. Some did anyways. Wat Ollamore was his proper name, but Mop was on account of his hair. Full it was, curly, and reaching his shoulders like no man's commonly did. No one knew from where he came, though there were those who reckoned he once arrived with a travelling fair that left him behind. And some told stranger things, that he put ointments on himself that made you think of different things when he was near. Things like that. And the fiddle, his music like, would bring a listening rabbit from its hole. But mainly, it was his charm over the women that put him aside from others. He seemed like some preacher to their hidden heart, limbs astride the pulpit of that cursed fiddle. I'll be honest with you. I never thought there'd come a day when Ned Hipcroft could turn to any music with hatred in his mind. But I push ahead of the story. Strange it were all to be, that's for sure. And heartfelt too. But it all started out a lot more ordinary.
Oh, Ned!
Well, your father likes me, and he's not tired of saying so.
You know my fondness for you now. You know my true feeling.
I know what you say. People say all sorts.
We grew up hereabouts together, all our lives. Marrying seems to me something different to that. That's what I'm saying. Marrying should be getting to know something new.
I've a secure trade, and a heart that will be good to you always. That counts for something.
Oh, dear Ned, it counts for all. But sometimes things need to be sort of a risk.
A risk? And what sort of life is that, then? Seems to me it needs to be something else if it's a quiet time you're after.
Let's sit by the tree. Tell me what you dream about, Ned.
Dream?
How your heart speaks to you.
I don't rightly see what that's got to do with much.
I reckon there's a lot of different sorts of living, Ned. Not just our own.
It's your own that you come back to, though, isn't it? Wandering about is all right. I'm not saying otherwise. But you always come back in the end.
I'm not as sure as you are, Ned. No, I'm not.
Then let me be sure for both of us. Why ever not? Look, will you marry me or not, girl? I can't ask too many more times, and it ain't rightly fair to expect it.
You're a good man.
I can't see a proper answer in that.
No, then.
No.
I won't marry you.
It won't give me a proper reason, neither. If I had a reason, I'd know what to do about it. I could change to suit. I'm not a stubborn man.
But I am Ned Hipcroft. That's what I'm always trying to tell you. I am stubborn.
What is it you want, then?
I'm stubborn for my dream.
My heart stayed behind, perhaps. It's difficult even now to deny. But my mind told me it was time to go other ways. I caught the train to London and a different life. And there I stayed, working hard and forgetting the loneliness she'd left in me. It was a long time before things were to change, and then in ways at which I could never guess. But my parting from her that day opened other doors in her life. The self-same doors that would one day come to close on me like the lid upon some dark inside.
I made myself miss him for a while, out of always thinking him nice. But it weren't what my heart was saying. It was saying, leave me, as if wanting its own space inside. It were waiting to be filled, if the truth had been known, by all sorts of things. It were waiting for surprise. And such a thing comes by waywardness alone. Then? Why do you stop playing, sir?
Why do you stop listening?
I cannot listen if you don't play.
You heard me before I was here.
I'll have a sensible word out of you if you're going to talk to me. Otherwise, pass by.
Listen, then.
Who are you?
I am Wat Olimore. They call me Mop.
Oh, the one who travels with fairs. Is that who you are?
I travel with those who follow me.
And who does then? Who follows you?
Whoever hears the music.
Shall I follow you then?
It will never stop now. The music, not for you, young girl by the road. You have heard the sound your heart makes when it finds its proper beat. I have let you listen, where before you could not. And for that I would lay you amongst the leaves in order that you always remember.
You shall do no such thing.
Let your real heart tell me not, only then will I believe.
'Twill need more than a tune on a fiddle for that, sir.
You are already taken, girl. I am here but to tell you so.
You speak as odd as they come, and that's a fact.
So, if I cannot lay you on the grass, may I sit upon it then? See, I can. Now, your name. Have I not freely given you mine?
Caroline. Caroline Aspent is my name.
It's not as pretty as it should be, but it'll do.
Well, thank you, I'm sure.
Oh, you are fairer than your name, is what I say.
That sounds better.
And you live at the village.
At Stickleford. All my life.
And still without a husband.
How do you know that?
Your eyes still search. In a wife they rest like a pair of well-worked arms.
You say the sort of things that would drive any proper woman away.
It matters not what I say. Like the music, the tune can be anything. It is the playing only that counts.
Play, then.
You've heard enough.
I'm to be told that, too?
What you have already heard will bring you back.
You seem so sure of everything, sir.
I'm sure of you, Caroline Aspent.
Then, Perhaps I will come back.
It's always like a dream. That's how it should always be.
Is it? Is that how it really is?
Is that not how it feels?
What's feelings got to do with it? An hour ago, with all your heaving on me, I could have told you how the sun came up. But now... What about the now where you leave me lying alone?
You will lay under me again before we part.
Your eyes have gone. Aye, perhaps I have your pleasure, but precious little else. You've gone, and with you my girlhood.
You called. I came. It is your own dream that now bends your heart, Caroline Asper.
And so, dear Ned, I end this letter as I began, praying that your always good heart might see the need in my request and take pity on a past waywardness. I send always the true love of Caroline.
Caroline! Caroline! Over here!
How are you, Ned?
Dear Lord, girl. Your letter told me nothing of this. You looked on in. The tea will not be long. Oh, bread and butter, sir?
I do feel a little hungered, but I can keep it off.
No, there's no need for that.
I should have told you, I know. Will it now make all the difference between us, then?
There was precious little difference ever between us on my account. And that you know. But this is outside anything I could expect. So, Mop Ollamore, was it? Oh, Lord. No, I'll walk with it.
It were not a thing I could put in a letter, Ned. Think about it from my side. I felt that when we met, well... He's gone away. I don't know where. I shan't see him again, nor want to. He was the first to know me, that I swear. Forgive me, Ned. Then at least let us stay a little. There's nowhere I have to go in this place.
Yeah. Sit and eat that. I'd not turn a dog out in the night like this. As well you know. We can leave in the morning.
Through all that night I spoke to him. Spoke as if my very life depended on the turning of his heart.
And the dream?
Oh.
What of your dream?
Ned, the dream is gone. And with it all my foolishness. You were right and I wrong.
I want with all my heart to believe you have come back to me.
Am I not here then? Is it someone else's arms that now hold you?
The child is beautiful.
And needs a father. A good man, Ned. As I need.
Was there love? Did such a child come out of love, Caroline?
What I feel towards you is love. The rest were... Oh, I have no rightful name for it.
There was nothing to the man. That's what I cannot properly understand. There was nothing but that fiddle. And for that...
Ned, 'twas you I loved. Then and now. It's just that I was foolish in between. Oh, let's not pay a false price over it all. Love me now as I do you. And I shall be nothing else but true for as long as you want it so.
He played his fiddle. Nothing more. And out of the hearts of all that heard came nothing but confusion.
I love you.
Is that what hoping is, then? Are all our hopes confusion.
Oh, say words of love to me, Ned. I'm near breaking inside for the want of them.
I cannot stop loving you, Caroline. Though I often pretended hard to try.
Oh, my Ned.
I should have listened more to what you were trying to say to me. Then all this...
Oh, no. Everything that happened was to do with me. Only Ned Hipcroft makes any lasting sense.
Then be my wife, girl. And let us make of our lives together the only dream that matters.
And we did. Oh, we did. We filled our eyes with flowers for the other. And his touch became for me something for which I barely knew how to wait. Each day was planted seed for the next. And we lived calmly. Hope no longer a necessity. He was to me...
She was to me more than all the wishes of a time apart. And in the love that was between us, the child grew like a token for all that we both felt was to come. Nothing could harm us now, for we had together...
We had together everything we had never known apart. And resting there, thought of little else that might or could be different. Ned was not the dream. And for that I thanked him ever. He was my protection, my safety from ever again falling under my own spell. And, not knowing else, I called it love.
The cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sings as she flies. She bringeth good tidings. She telleth no lies.
Oh, there's more now. There's more. Come on now, young Carrie. She sucketh white flowers.
She sucketh white flowers for to keep her voice clear. And when she singeth cuckoo, the summer draweth near.
Hey!
And now to bed, young lady. Your father's had enough rhymes for one day.
There's one about a fox and a hen.
There's one about being chased up the stairs as well. Good night, little one.
Good night.
Good night. Straight to sleep now.
I do so love that child.
You worry over her like a spring hen.
She's grown like a vine. I can't believe my eyes sometimes.
She's close to 6, Ned.
Aye. And the streets of London is no place to be at such an age, is what I say.
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
I know that. You frown like a ploughed field when you're at it.
Now, listen to what I say for a bit.
You want us to leave London.
How do you know that?
Well, you're not a man that hides himself, Ned Hipcroft. You never were.
Aye. Well. So, what do you think then?
Where?
Back home, I thought. Stickleford.
Oh, folk have long memories there.
Isn't it only our memories that matter?
Oh, you always have the words, don't you?
Well?
Let's leave it a while, Ned. Just for a little. We'll think on it.
You'll not mind too much staying with your father until we're properly fixed.
He'll have his say at first, but when it's done, it'll all settle. An only granddaughter will win the day.
There's pigs, Mama. Look, there's pigs.
A field full of them. Oh. That's the first live ones you've set eyes on, eh, Carrie?
He's got them at what's left of the turnips, I expect. See how they put their noses down, Carrie? They got digging noses, our pigs.
They're lovely.
You're happy coming back, aren't you, girl? Really, on me.
Aye. And all the happier for it being with you, lad.
I feel a great fondness for you at times, you know. More than I'm able to rightly say.
I know. And I thank each day for it. Now, don't go gawping at us, young lady. See how many other creatures you can see.
And shapes.
Shapes.
I had this thought that I could go into Casterbridge. While we're here, like, and see how things are for work. Oh, you and Carrie could wait somewhere.
Well, it's a fine enough day for a walk. We could be in Stickleford by dusk. You come on when you're ready.
That's what I thought you'd say.
So don't stand there grinning like some dafty. Off you go and get us all a living.
I'll see you at your father's house then.
Yeah. He'll be glad to see you, for sure.
And me.
Oh, aye. And you, my bonny girl. Well, if we're to beat your father back to our new home, we'd better be starting off.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Carrie. I had forgotten just how far it was, or more like how it felt to walk it. Poor Carrie, good girl, pushed on with no complaint. But 'twas no night to arrive at my father's like some two strays in from the cold. Then I remembered a place from years back. It's going in, eh? It hadn't changed that much. Don't worry. A different man behind the jug, or one I had not seen before. And a woman that fetched and carried wood for the fire as if she'd been born to it. Oh, here. Let me help you there. But she only grinned and shook her head. I reckon she was a little simple, but none the worse for that. It's those that gets put on most in this world as I sees it. So we sat by the fire, watched the dancing, and warmed our insides with the heated ale. And for the only time in my life I began to feel what home really was. A place made familiar through my girlhood. A man to trust and share it with. And my sweet Jesus.
I love you, Mother. Why does he look at me so?
Stay there, child. Your mother won't be long.
I can't stay on my own.
You'll see me all the time. I need to dance.
I had been lucky. I'd found a job almost from the first. The tide had turned for us, I felt, and I pushed on eagerly toward the village, thinking of Caroline's face as I told her. I suppose I knew at a distance. Well, it seems that way now, looking back. There was a small crowd of people around another. A person on the ground.
Oh, no.
I recognized the colour of the shawl first.
Move aside there. Let me through. Oh, Caroline. What's wrong? Lift your head a little. There now. Open your eyes. Give me a word.
What?
Oh.
Is that you, what?
They said she were beside herself at first. Deranged, some called it. Thrashing about with a wildness all of her own. None ever behaved with a music like that before, they said. I lifted her in my arms and put her in the car. But the sweetness had gone out of her weight. She'd gone from me. And in the going, had done the one thing I knew I could never forgive.
There's more soup.
I have a mind to go to London. Work is running out around here.
We'll not find lodgings easy, Ned. You go alone, then.
I've heard talk. They say there's a man with a fiddle. With a young girl that walks on stilts. Dances as he plays.
I've told you 'twas his child, Ned.
Damn your eyes, woman! Didn't I nurse her, didn't I? Didn't I feed and teach her then? And for that you say to me that the child is his? Carrie was all there was to me. And that's the truth.
As I no longer am.
You gave her to him.
He took her, Ned, as sure as I...
You gave her!
The streets of that town seemed darker still. How many miles I walked, or for how long, I cannot say. There was no sign. I listened always for that cursed music, but there was never a person that knew of it. And as the time passed, the heart of me went with it, leaving only some pricking emptiness I never thought I could ever feel.
Tap. Tippity tap. He makes her dance, you see. He makes her dance to support him.
Don't start up again, Ned. Get some sleep. Like the rest of the world at this hour.
Somewhere out there. He's using her. Aye, to keep him. Tippity tap. You can hear it if you listen.
Oh, it's his child, isn't it? Have no fear, husband. She'll not be unhappy long with that one.
In the Playhouse tonight, you heard The Fiddler of the Reels by Thomas Hardy. It was dramatized by Colin Hayden Evans. Caroline was played by Janet Dale, Ned by Stephen Tomlin, Watt by Struan Roger, and Carrie by Bethan Ganjavi. The music from traditional sources was arranged and performed by Dave Swarbrick.
Mysterious circumstances.
In an old abbey town down in this part of the country, a long, long while ago, so long that the story must be a true one, because our great-grandfathers implicitly believed it. There officiated as sexton and gravedigger in the churchyard one Gabriel Grubb. Gabriel Grubb was an ill-conditioned, cross-grained, surly fellow, a morose and lonely man who consorted with nobody but himself and an old wicker bottle which fitted into his large, deep waistcoat pocket. A little before twilight, one Christmas Eve, Gabriel shouldered his spade, lighted his lantern, and betook himself towards the old churchyard, for he'd got a grave to finish by next morning. As he went his way up the ancient street, he saw the cheerful light of the blazing fires gleam through the old casements, and heard the loud laugh and the cheerful shouts of those who were assembled around him. All this was gall and wormwood to the heart of Gabriel Grubb, and when groups of children bounded out of the houses, Gabriel smiled grimly and clutched the handle of his spade with a firmer grasp as he thought of measles, scarlet fever, thrush, whooping cough, and a good many other sources of consolation besides. In this happy frame of mind, Gabriel strode along, until he turned into the dark lane which led to the churchyard. Now, Gabriel had been looking forward to reaching the dark lane because it was, generally speaking, a nice, gloomy, mournful place. Consequently, he was not a little indignant to hear a young urchin roaring out some jolly song about a Merry Christmas in this very sanctuary, which had been called Coffin Lane ever since the days of the old abbey and the time of the shaven-headed monks. Gabriel waited until the boy came up, then dodged him into a corner, rapped him over the head with his lantern 5 or 6 times to teach him to modulate his voice. And as the boy hurried away with his hand to his head, singing quite a different sort of tune, Gabriel Grubb chuckled very heartily to himself and entered the churchyard, locking the gate behind him. He took off his coat, put down his lantern, and getting into the unfinished grave, worked at it for an hour or so with a right good will. Brave lodgings for one, brave lodgings for one, a few feet of cold earth when life is done. A stone at his head, a stone at the feet, a rich, juicy meal for the worms to eat. Rank grass overhead and damp clay around. Brave lodgings for one, these in holy ground. Ho, ho, a coffin at Christmas, a Christmas box. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Gabriel paused in some alarm in the act of raising the wicker bottle to his lips and looked around. The bottom of the oldest grave about him was not more still and quiet than the churchyard in the pale moonlight. The cold hoar frost glistened on the tombstones and sparkled like rows of gems among the stone carvings of the old church. The snow lay hard and crisp upon the ground and spread over the thickly strewn mounds of earth so white and smooth a cover that it seemed as if corpses lay there, hidden only by their winding sheets. Not the faintest rustle broke the profound tranquility of the solemn scene. Sound itself appeared to be frozen up. All was so cold and still. "'Twas the echoes," said Gabriel Grubb, raising the bottle to his lips again.
"It was not."
Gabriel started up and stood rooted to the spot with astonishment and terror, for his eyes rested on a form that made his blood run cold. Seated on an upright tombstone close to him was a strange, unearthly figure. His long, fantastic legs, which might have reached the ground, were cocked up and crossed after a quaint, fantastic fashion. His sinewy arms were bare, and his hands rested on his knees. On his short, round body, he wore a close covering ornamented with small slashes. A short cloak dangled at his back, the collar of which was cut into curious peaks, which served the goblin in lieu of ruff or neckerchief. And his shoes curled up at his toes into long points. On his head he wore a broad-brimmed sugarloaf hat, garnished with a single feather. The hat was covered with the white frost. The goblin looked as if he'd sat on the same tombstone very comfortably for 200 or 300 years. He was sitting perfectly still. His tongue was put out as if in derision. He was grinning at Gabriel Grubb with such a grin as only a goblin could call up.
"It was not the echoes."
Gabriel Grubb was paralyzed and could make no reply.
"What do you do here on Christmas Eve?"
"I come to dig a grave, sir."
"What man wanders among graves and churchyards on such a night as this?" "Gabriel Grubb, Gabriel Grubb, Gabriel Grubb, Gabriel Grubb."
A chorus seemed to fill the churchyard, and Gabriel looked fearfully around, but nothing was to be seen.
What have you got in that bottle?
Orange, sir, replied the sexton, trembling more than ever, for he'd bought it of the smugglers, and he thought that perhaps his questioner might be in the excise department of the goblins.
Who drinks Hollands alone and in a churchyard on such a night as this? Gabriel Grab! Gabriel Grab! Gabriel Grab! And who then is our fair and lawful prize? Gabriel Grab! Gabriel Grab! Well, Gabriel, what do you say to this?
The sexton gasped for breath.
What do you think of this, Gabriel?
The goblin kicked up his feet in the air on either side of the tombstone and looked at the turned-up points with as much complacency as if he'd been contemplating the most fashionable pair of Wellingtons in all Bond Street. It's very curious, sir. Very curious and very pretty, but I think I'll go back and finish my work, sir, if you please.
Work? What work?
The grave, sir, making the grave.
Oh, the grave, eh? Who makes graves at a time when all other men are merry and takes a pleasure in it? Gabriel Grubb, Gabriel Grubb, I'm afraid my friends want you. Gabriel, Gabriel, I'm afraid my friends want you.
They don't know me, sir. I don't think the gentlemen have ever seen me, sir.
Yes, they have. We know the man with the sulky face and grim skull who struck the boy tonight because the boy could be merry and he could not. We know him, we know him, we know him, we know him.
Here the goblin gave a loud, shrill laugh, which the echoes returned 20-fold, and throwing his legs up in the air, stood upon his head, or rather, upon the very point of his sugar-loaf hat, on the narrow edge of the tombstone, whence he threw a somersault with extraordinary agility right to the sexton's feet. I'm afraid I must leave you, sir.
Us, Gabriel Grubb, going to leave us.
As the goblin laughed, the sexton observed, for one instant, a brilliant illumination within the windows of the church, as if the whole building were lighted up. It disappeared. The organ pealed forth a lively air, and whole troops of goblins, the very counterpart of the first one, poured into the churchyard and began playing at leapfrog with the tombstones, never stopping for an instant to take breath, but overing the highest among them, one after the other, with the most marvelous dexterity. The first goblin was the most astonishing leaper, and none of the others could come near him. Even in the extremity of his terror, the sexton could not help observing that while his friends were content to leap over common-sized gravestones, the first one took the family vaults, iron railings and all, with as much ease as if there'd been so many street posts. At last the game reached a most exciting pitch. The organ played quicker and quicker. The goblins leapt faster and faster, coiling themselves up, rolling head over heels upon the ground, and bounding over the tombstones like footballs. The sexton's brain whirled round with the rapidity of the motion he beheld, and his legs reeled beneath him as the spirits flew before his eyes. When the goblin king, suddenly darting towards him, laid his hand upon his collar and sank with him through the earth. When Gabriel Grubb had had time to fetch his breath, which the rapidity of his descent had for a moment taken away, he found himself in what appeared to be a large cavern, surrounded on all sides by crowds of goblins, ugly and grim. In the center of the room, on an elevated seat, was stationed his friend of the churchyard, who was apparently king of the goblins.
Cold tonight, very cold, a glass of something warm here.
At this command, half a dozen officious goblins, with a perpetual smile upon their faces, whom Gabriel Grubb imagined to be courtiers on that account, hastily disappeared, and presently returned with a goblet of liquid fire, which they presented to the king, whose cheeks and throat were transparent as he tossed down the flame.
Ah, this warms one indeed. Bring a bumper of the same for Mr. Grubb.
It was in vain for the unfortunate sexton to protest that he was not in the habit of taking anything warm at night. One of the goblins held him while another poured the blazing liquid down his throat. The whole assembly screeched with laughter as he coughed and choked and wiped away the tears which gushed plentifully from his eyes after swallowing the burning draught. The king leant forward, fantastically poking the taper corner of his sugar loaf hat into the sexton's eye, thereby occasioning him the most exquisite pain.
And now, show the man of misery and gloom a few of the pictures from our great storehouse.
Immediately, a thick cloud which obscured the remoter end of the cavern rolled gradually away and disclosed, apparently at a great distance, a small and scantily furnished but neat and clean apartment. A crowd of little children were gathered round a bright fire, clinging to their mother's gown and gambolling around her chair. The mother occasionally rose and drew aside the window curtain as if to look for some expected object. A frugal meal was ready spread upon the table, and an elbow chair was placed near the fire. A knock was heard at the door. The mother opened it, and the children grabbed her and clapped their hands for joy as their father entered. He was wet and weary and shook the snow from his garments as the children crowded round him and, seizing his cloak, hat, stick, and gloves with busy zeal, ran with them from the room. Then, as he sat down to his meal before the fire, the children climbed about his knee, and the mother sat by his side, and all seemed happiness and comfort. But a change came upon the view, almost imperceptibly, and the scene was altered to a small bedroom. Here the fairest and youngest child lay dying. The roses had fled from his cheek and the light from his eye, and even as the sexton looked upon him with an interest he had never felt or known before, he died. His young brothers and sisters crowded round his little bed and seized his tiny hand so cold and heavy, but they shrank back from its touch and looked with awe on his infant face, for calm and tranquil as it was, and sleeping in rest and peace, as the beautiful child seemed to be, they saw that he was dead. And they knew that he was an angel looking down upon and blessing them from a bright and happy heaven. Again the light cloud passed across the picture, and again the subject changed. The father and mother were old and helpless now, and the number of those about them was diminished more than half. But content and cheerfulness sat on every face and beamed in every eye as they crowded round the fireside and told and listened to old stories of earlier and bygone days. Slowly and peacefully, the father sank into the grave, and soon after, the sharer of all his cares and troubles followed him to a place of rest. The few who yet survived them knelt by their tomb and watered the green turf which covered it with their tears, then rose and turned away, sadly and mournfully, but not with bitter cries or despairing lamentations, for they knew that they one day should meet again. The cloud settled upon the picture and concealed it from the sexton's view.
What do you think of that?
It's very pretty.
You miserable man, you.
The goblin appeared disposed to add more, but indignation choked his utterance, so he lifted up one of his very pliable legs and, flourishing it above his head a little to ensure his aim, administered a good sound kick to Gabriel Grubb, immediately after which all the goblins in waiting crowded round the wretched sexton and kicked him without mercy, according to the established and invariable custom of courtiers upon earth, who kick whom royalty kicks and hug whom royalty hugs.
Show him some more.
The cloud was dispelled, and a rich and beautiful landscape was disclosed to view. There's just such another, to this day, within half a mile of the old abbey town. The sun shone from out the clear blue sky. The water sparkled beneath his rays, and the trees looked greener and the flowers more gay beneath his cheering influence. The water rippled on with a pleasant sound. The trees rustled in the light wind that murmured among their leaves. The birds sang upon the boughs, and the lark caroled on high her welcome to the morning. Yes, it was morning, the bright, balmy morning of summer. The minutest leaf, the smallest blade of grass was instinct with life. The ant crept forth to her daily toil. The butterfly fluttered and basked in the warm rays of the sun. Myriads of insects spread their transparent wings and reveled in their brief but happy existence. Man walked forth, elated with the scene, and all was brightness and splendor.
You miserable man!
Again the king of the goblins gave his leg a flourish, and again it descended on the shoulders of the sexton, and again the attendant goblins imitated the example of their chief. Many a time the cloud went and came, and many a lesson it taught to Gabriel, who, although his shoulders smarted with pain from the frequent application of the goblin's feet, looked on with an interest that nothing could diminish. He saw that men who worked hard, earned their scanty bread with lives of labor, were cheerful and happy, and that to the most ignorant, the sweet face of nature was a never-failing source of cheerfulness and joy. He saw that women, the tenderest and most fragile of all God's creatures, were the oftenest superior to sorrow, adversity, and distress. He saw that it was because they bore in their own hearts an inexhaustible wellspring of affection and devotion. Above all, he saw that men like himself who snarled at the mirth and cheerfulness of others, were the foulest weeds on the fair surface of the earth. And setting all the good of the world against the evil, he came to the conclusion that it was a very decent and respectable sort of world after all. No sooner had he formed it than the cloud which closed over the last picture seemed to settle on his senses and lull him to repose. One by one, the goblins faded from his sight. And as the last one disappeared, he sunk to sleep. The day had broken when Gabriel Grubb awoke and found himself lying at full length on the flat gravestone in the churchyard, with the wicker bottle lying empty by his side and his coat, spade, and lantern, all well whitened by the last night's frost, scattered on the ground. The stone on which he had first seen the goblin seated stood bolt upright before him, and the grave at which he had worked the night before was not far off. At first, he began to doubt the reality of his adventures, but the acute pain in his shoulders when he attempted to rise assured him that the kicking of the goblins was certainly not a dream. Gabriel Grubb got on his feet as well as he could for the pain in his back, and brushing the frost off his coat, put it on and turned his face towards the town. But he was an altered man, and he couldn't bear the thought of returning to a place where his repentance would be scoffed at and his reformation disbelieved. He hesitated for a few moments and then turned away to wonder where he might and seek his bread elsewhere. There were a great many speculations about the sexton's fate at first, but it was speedily determined that he'd been carried away by the goblins, and there were not wanting some very credible witnesses who had distinctly seen him whisked through the air on the back of a chestnut horse, blind of one eye, with the hindquarters of a lion and the tail of a bear. At length all this was devoutly believed, and the new sexton used to exhibit to the curious for a trifling emolument a good-sized piece of the church weathercock, which had been accidentally kicked off by the aforesaid horse in his aerial flight and picked up by himself in the churchyard. Unfortunately, these stories were somewhat disturbed by the unlooked-for reappearance of Gabriel Grubb himself some 10 years afterwards, a ragged, contented, rheumatic old man. He told his story to the clergyman and also to the mayor, and in the course of time it began to be received as a matter of history, in which form it has continued down to this very day. The believers in the weathercock tale, having misplaced their confidence once, were not easily prevailed upon to part with it again. So they looked as wise as they could, shrugged their shoulders, touched their foreheads, and murmured something about Gabriel Grubb having drunk all the Hollands and then fallen asleep on the flat tombstone, and they affected to explain what he supposed he'd witnessed in the goblin's cavern by saying that he'd seen the world and grown wiser. But this opinion, which was by no means a popular one at any time, gradually died off. And be the matter how it may, as Gabriel Grubb was afflicted with rheumatism to the end of his days, this story has at least one moral, if it teach no better one. And that is that if a man turns sulky and drink by himself at Christmas time, he may make up his mind to be not a bit the better for it. Let the spirits be never so good, or let them be even as many degrees beyond proof as those which Gabriel Grubb saw in the goblin's cavern.
And that was our story, Mysterious Circumstances. The story of the goblins who stole a sexton was adapted from Charles Dickens' Pickwick Papers. The storyteller was Ralph Richardson, with Wilfred Brown the tenor, and the music composed and conducted by Christopher Whalen.
I wonder if you know Ireland at all. Ever toured County Clare, for instance? You may have come across a man called Ringwood. He was Anglo-Irish. He had a few hundred a year of his own, and a family instinct which led him to regard all Ireland as his domain, and to rejoice in its abundance of horses, especially borrowed ones, and all kinds of game. All kinds of game.
Oh, no, Mr. Ringwood. Don't be doing that now.
Why not, eh? Why not?
Ringwood had an intimate by the name of Bates. Bates, like Ringwood, was long and lean and hard up, and he had the same flushed, bony face, the same shabby arrogance, and the same seniorial approach.
And I tell you, old man, they were the lushest pair of wenches I ever set eyes on. Kathleen and Moira, twin sisters they were. Kathleen was pretty easy, but I'd the devil's own job to get Moira round to my way of thinking.
You don't tell me.
I do, though. Do you believe me? When I asked her to take a stroll down the glen with me to see where the fairies dance on St. John's Eve...
The fairies, eh?
Oh, this local law is very helpful sometimes. When I asked Moira to come with me down the glen, she said, could her ma come too? For ma would like fine to see the little folk.
Neither Ringwood nor Bates ever wrote a letter, but each generally knew where the other was to be found. The ticket collector, respectfully blind as he snipped Ringwood's third-class ticket in a first-class compartment, would just mention...
Well, no, it isn't a queer coincidence I should be seeing you today, Mr. Ringwood. For didn't Mr. Bates himself travel this way only last Tuesday? And didn't he say to me he'd be stopping off at Killarglen for a week or two after the snipe? If you were to go down there, you might well be seeing him.
One winter afternoon, when Ringwood was strolling back from a singularly blank day on the bog of Ballineary, he was hailed by a one-eyed horse dealer.
God save you, Mr. Ringwood.
He'll have his work cut out. And how's yourself, Michael Connor?
Oh, well enough, thank God. But for the cold in me bones and the poor lot of nags in Galway.
Oh, you've been in Galway, have you?
That I have. And who should I meet on me travels but Mr. Bates, as large as life.
So that's where the old villain's been lately. Did he ask after me?
He did that, and he gave me a most particular message for you.
A message, eh? Now, what would that be?
Well, he said I was to tell you he was on his way to a village by the name of Knockderry, where there was something he thought would interest you more than a little.
Did he know? He didn't give you any idea what it was, I suppose. Fishing or shooting, something in that line.
Not a word of it, Mr. Ringwood. Just what I told you. Knockderry. And a thing you would like there. Giddy up, girl.
Thank you. And the best of luck to both of us. anybody at home in this pub?
Coming, Your Honour, coming.
Oh, good afternoon. You're the landlady, I take it.
Bridie Doyle, sir, at Your Honour's service.
You've got my friend Mr. Bates in the house, they told me at the station.
Why, sure, Your Honour, the gentleman's staying here. At least, he is, so to speak, and then now he isn't.
Well, how's that?
Well, his bag's here and his things are here. But the day before yesterday, he went out for a bit of a constitutional. And, would you believe it, sir, we've seen neither hide nor hair of him since.
He'll be back. Show me a room and I'll stay here and wait for it.
Ringwood settled in and waited all the evening, but Bates failed to appear. Next day, he strolled up and down all the lanes and bypaths in the neighbourhood in the hope of discovering the beauties of the district. Just as dusk was falling, he was about a mile from the village and met a straggle of muddy cows coming along the road, and a girl driving there.
Come on, will you? Get a move on. Come on, now.
Good afternoon to you, my dear.
Oh, God save Your Honour.
That's a lot of cattle for a pretty little girl like you to drive.
Sure, haven't I used to it?
And have you far to take 'em, my dear?
Only to the buyer for the milking.
And where might the buyer be?
Just down the lane here.
Then, my dear, if you've no objection, I'll walk a step along with you, for I've a terrible thirst upon me. I give a lot for a cup of nice warm milk.
Oh, you're kindly welcome, sir. Come on now. Up with you, will you? Come on.
And what might a pretty girl as you be called, Elana?
Kitty Connell's me name.
And have you no better dress than that, Kitty Connell, to put on a body like an angel's?
No, don't you be talking so. A man I never set eyes on before. Oh, shame on you to say such things.
But I mean them, Kitty, every word. Can't you see I do?
Father Murphy told me never to listen to such men as you, so he did. No, go in, go on.
Not till I've told you about a dress I saw the other day. It was a blue dress. Yes, bright blue with little diamonds round the neck.
Oh, go on with you.
Now, if you were to be nice to me, Kitty, very nice, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised if you were to find your pretty self in that dress one of these days at a grand ball, if you'd only do the least little thing for me.
Sure, I'll never have a dress the like of that. What would I have to do?
Who the devil's that?
Who is it you mean, then?
The lady, of course. The lady on the grey.
I wouldn't be after knowing.
Oh, come on, of course you do. She must be a local.
I can't tell you, sir.
Why, there can't be many women like that in this one-eyed place. Come now, tell me there's a good girl.
Just time I was away.
Madam!
No, sir. What about me blue dress? You were telling me how I was to be getting it.
Oh, confound your blue dress, and you too.
But
Madam!
Sir, what...
Madam! Can you tell me the way to Knockderry, please? I'm a stranger around here. Madam, miss, can you tell me? The most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. The most wonderful, beautiful girl I've ever seen. And what a rider. Couldn't match her. And the look she gave me. Ringwood, you're in luck.
Sure, Mr. Ringwood, if you aren't all alone in the dark, let you be waiting till I bring you a fine bright lamp.
Well, that's all right, Mrs. Doyle. I've got plenty to think about.
Thoughts are good company.
That horse never cost 2 10-pound notes of anybody's money. So she's not so rich. So much the better. One of the old school, blue blood and no money, pining away in this godforsaken hole. Probably doesn't see a man from one year's end to another. No wonder she gave me a look. All I want's an introduction. Then...
Here's my best lamp to light your thoughts. I filled it up and trimmed the wick nicely only this evening.
On the table there. Thanks. Mrs. Doyle,
Who's the young lady that rides the cobby-looking old-fashioned grey?
A young lady, sir. On a grey.
Yes. She passed me in the lane. About a mile the other side of the village. Then she turned in on the old avenue, going up to the ruined tower on the hill. At least it's battered, not ruined. You know the place.
Oh, Mary bless and keep you. That's the beautiful Murrah lady you must have seen.
Murrah, eh? Miss Murrah. That's a fine old name in the West here.
It is so, indeed. For the Murrahs were kings and queens in Connaught before the Saxon came. And herself, sir, has the face of a queen, they tell me.
They're right. That's the lady. The family must have gone down, though. That was a poor sort of nag she was riding. Crossbred, I'd call it. Neither hack nor hunter. Small head, arched neck. Never seen a horse like it.
Indeed, sir. I haven't seen it, for I don't walk much abroad since my lack was queer. Would you be wanting anything else, sir, before I lock up the house tonight?
Yes, I would. I want a bottle of whiskey, Mrs. Doyle, and some water and a glass. One fine bottle of Irish to drink success to myself in, and I wouldn't call the King of Tara me uncle.
Well. Ready for your rashers, old man. You don't look it.
Bates, you old horse thief. Where the blazes have you been? I waited for you all yesterday.
Oh, I got into a session. You know how it is. A chap called Reardon. He keeps very fine liquor. We were at it till 3 this morning. And his missus came down and threw us out. Yeah, it's a pity.
And here was I drinking on me own. Mrs. Doyle, breakfast.
Well, it's a great thing the drink doesn't blunt a man's appetite.
Speaking of which, I got your message from Michael Connor.
Oh, about the mare.
Michael said nothing about a mare?
Well, I told him it was to be a surprise. Dark horse. Mare, rather.
Come on now, Bates. What's she like?
All right. There's 3 of them, my boyo. 3, and every one as nice a bit of crackling as you'd get anywhere in Ireland. Blue eyes, figure...
Their name wouldn't be Connell, would it, by any chance?
Connell it is, but how the hell do you know?
I met one yesterday.
Which one?
Kitty.
Ah, that's all right, then. Mine's Nora. You can have Kitty.
Thanks all the same, but I don't want Kitty.
Oh, taken the vows, have you?
No, I've seen something better than Kitty. Bates, you've never set eyes on anything like her. She's a lady, not a farm lass, a lady.
She tell you?
No, she didn't say a word. Just gave me a look. What a look, eh? All the promise another girl to keep to herself till you handed over the ring.
So, you made a date with her and not a word said, eh?
No, I didn't. She rode off on that shabby old horse she was about on. But I found out her name and address.
Oh, she's local then. What's her name?
Never mind. I'll come out with you today and meet these other Connell wenches. If you're lucky, you might get a look at her for yourself. I tell you, Bates, I've hardly slept for thinking of her. Yeah, I see what you mean about the Connells.
Aye, very friendly, the natives in these parts, especially Nora.
Bit young, though, isn't she?
Ah, don't worry about young women like Nora Connell. They can look after themselves.
Good Lord, that's funny. Wasn't a breath of wind a moment ago.
Look. Is that your charmer?
That's her, all right. Isn't she a beauty, Bates? Isn't she an absolute knockout?
Picturesque. Like one of those travel posters. Come to romantic Ireland. It's all right, though. Very handsome, in fact.
I'll sell my rock, I'll sell my reel, and then I'll sell my...
Did you see the look she gave me?
Gave us, old boy. I was in it as well.
You flatter yourself.
Well, aren't you going after her?
In my own good time. Come on. Let's get back to the pub. It's gone as cold as charity. Mrs. Doyle? Have you seen Mr. Bates? He seems to have done one of his disappearing acts again.
Not Not since the both of you had your dinner at noonday, sir. Sure, though, he did pass me in the yard a bit after that.
I've been sleeping since dinner. Any idea where he might have gone?
Oh, Mr. Bates is a free-roving sort of man, sir. He might have gone anywhere now. But I believe, not to tell you a lie, that he's gone walking up to the old tower. For he was after asking me where Miss Murray came from, just like yourself, sir.
The rat. The sly, sneaking rat.
I must intrude at this point to tell you that Ringwood instantly decided to visit Miss Murray himself, in case his false friend had indeed stolen a march on him. He shaved carefully his long, ginger-stubbled chin and trimmed neatly his small, foxy moustache, brushed up his shabby Norfolk jacket, and stuck a new peacock-coloured feather in the band of his tweed hat. Then, twirling an ash-stick, he set off. In a quarter of an hour or so, he found himself walking up the remains of what had been a drive leading up to the tower of the Murrays. It was sadly neglected and overgrown, but with the signs of old grandeur about it, in its evenly planted trees and the occasional decorative classic urn, now empty of flowers. Here and there stood a graceful statue, mutilated by time. Diana, without a bow, a footless Mercury, a Cupid blind, wingless, and lame. The tower was ringed behind and about by dark, straggling woods, and behind them the sky was already thickening into twilight. A few black shapes of homing rooks winged across, cawing. And if Ringwood had been a more literary sort of man, a certain splendid but shudder-producing line from Macbeth might well have come into his mind. But Ringwood was not a literary man. He tramped on his way up the rising slope of the avenue.
Damn long drive, this. Shan't be sorry to see the front door. Ah, there it is. Shut. No sign of Bates. Wonder if the rat's inside. Soon see. Oh, Gad. Sorry, Miss Murray. Didn't see you.
I saw you. A long way off.
Yes. I better introduce myself. Ringwood's my name. Hope I'm not intruding, dropping in like this, but the fact is I think I had the pleasure of meeting a relation of yours down in Cork only last month. He...
I knew you would come.
My God, I had to. I had to from the minute we saw each other.
Of course.
Tell me, are you all by yourself here? No visitors?
All by myself. Come, give me your hand. Down, sir. Down. Get back. I'll teach you to heed me.
Oh, I say.
Well?
Well, I mean, don't trash the poor thing like that. He's done nothing wrong.
Hasn't he?
Well, I mean, I don't like to see a dog beaten like that. He brought wheels up on his ribs.
And you a man that hunts the fox and the otter.
Well, that's different. Dogs are... Well, they trust one.
He's not a dog to be trusted.
He's all right. He looks a knowing old fellow. I like a lurcher. Clever dogs.
Be quiet. You must learn your lesson. A cur. Did you come here to sing the praises of a half-bred cur, Mr. Ringwood? Or mine, perhaps?
What do you think?
Then come with me. This is my home.
By Jove. Baronial sort of place, this, isn't it? The heart that once.
It is a house built in the old, proud days of Eire.
And you'd be a perfect Kathleen Nehulichan. Has anyone ever told you you're the typical Irish beauty?
Many men have told me that.
If you were only wearing a green dress now.
I'll take off my cloak. There. Does that please you?
You are wearing green. Marvelous dress. Marvelous girl.
Come in from this cold hall. Here is my parlor where I sit. Down. Lie down for the stick.
Ah, good log fire. That's a sight to see. Well, this is a nice little room.
It is simple.
So I see. Just a table and chair. And a couch.
Sit beside me. Here, on the couch.
Pleasure.
Do you like my rugs? They are all made of the skins of beasts killed by my ancestors.
Very nice.
Now, the English have rugs made of sheep's wool, I've heard.
Oh, I suppose so. Never thought about it. What's that skull up there on the wall? Doesn't look like a deer.
Some large vermin or other that met the fate it deserved, no doubt.
I say, you are bloodthirsty. Doesn't suit you.
I am what I must be. What my ancestors have made me. What their enemies have made me.
Well, aren't we all?
Some of us are what our victims make us.
Don't tell me you've got victims or enemies. Eh? Perhaps a little drink?
You are of the English?
Well, don't hold that against me. My people came over here in 1656. Of course, that's yesterday to the Gaelic League, but still, I think we can say we have a stake in the country.
Yes, through its heart.
Oh, is it politics we're going to talk, Mavourneen? You and I sitting here in the firelight.
Ah, I know it's love you'd rather be talking of. But you're the man to make a blunder and a mockery of the poor girls of Era.
Oh, you misjudge me. I'm the man to live alone and sorrowful, waiting for the one love, who had seemed something beyond hoping for, till yesterday.
Is that so indeed? But yesterday you were looking at one of the Connell girls as she drove her kine along the lane.
Why, yes, I believe there was a girl with some cows.
And you spoke to her and wooed her a little, didn't you now?
Well, yeah, I'll go so far as to say I did, but when I saw you, I forgot her entirely.
Like you forgot all the others? Sheila Donovan, Bridie Mahan, Mary Riley, little Rose McDonough. How many have you forgotten, Jack Ringwood?
How do you know about those girls? Well, not that I mean, I've met a lot of girls one time and another, and these Irish names are all much the same, but I don't see how you could know.
I have been in Ireland a long, long time, Jack Ringwood, and I know much about you and the other men who lead young women astray.
You're interested in them, Miss Murrah?
You might say I collect them.
And have you collected many?
Ah, I have a fine store. Goes back for 200 years.
Oh, you even go for historical specimens. Well. But I'm alive, you know.
I know. And you are one I would not miss. Take both my hands, Jack Ringwood.
Lovely white hands. Too cold, darling. Let me warm them.
Will you stay with me here?
That I will.
Always?
Always. Always and forever.
Then kiss me.
Ah, you witch. You lovely witch.
Forever Forever, 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 forever.
Damn stupid sort of thing. Oh. 1 minute making love to a girl and next thing asleep on the floor. Huh. Drunk or something. I don't remember having a drink. Didn't offer me a drink.
You blasted fool, Ringwood.
Hello, Bates. So you got here too, old boy?
Yes, I'm here, all right. You would come. I tried hard enough to stop you, but you took no notice.
You tried? When? Oh, confound it, sir. It was all a dream. That girl and that place. I can't say a thing. Strike a light. Old boy must be late. I'll yell for supper.
Don't, for heaven's sake. Don't yell. She'll thrash us if we do.
Thrash us? What the hell are you talking about?
Don't you know?
And at that moment, a log rolled on the hearth, and a little flame flickered up. And Ringwood saw his long and hairy forelegs. And he knew.
Paul Rogers played Ringwood, with Alan McClelland as Bates, Dennis Hawthorne as the storyteller, in The Lady on the Grey by John Collier, adapted by Michael and Molly Hardwick. Miss Murrah was played by Sheila Brennan, and other parts by Hilda Kreisman, Will Leighton, and Elizabeth Morgan. The play was recorded in 1962 and was produced by Charles Lefeu.
It's Christmas Day. My shop is closed for business. My shop is closed, I tell you. Go away. Who are you? What do you want?
Markheim.
Who?
Markheim.
Let me in quickly. I tell you, I'm closed for business on Christmas Day.
For ordinary business, perhaps. But when will you ever close for our kind of business?
I do our kind of business at night. Has anyone seen you coming here?
Not yet, but the streets will not be empty forever.
Oh, you'd better come in. Has anyone followed you?
Why should anyone follow me?
Well, Mr. Markheim, your business must be urgent to make you behave so foolishly.
It is extremely urgent.
Even your tongue's reckless, Mr. Markheim. A bad failing in a man of business. And now that I know your business is pressing, you must not be surprised if I profit by the information. But then, Mr. Markheim, you've never been good at business. I suppose it's because you were once a gentleman. I, on the other hand, am a dealer. It's not the easiest way to become rich, but from time to time we get a windfall. Sometimes our customers are ignorant of the true value of the object they wish to sell. Then we touch a dividend from our superior knowledge. Sometimes they are dishonest, and in that case I profit from my virtue. I do not, of course, suggest that your business is dishonest. But we know that it is urgent. So urgent that you come to see me on Christmas Day when my shutters are up and I make a point of refusing business, when my maid is out and I'm alone in the house. Well, you'll have to pay for that, Mr. Markheim.
I'm sorry if I interrupted your Christmas celebrations. I have thought of you so long as a dealer that I had forgotten you were also a man, like other men. Go on with your Christmas celebrations, and a Merry Christmas.
No. Christmas celebrations. No, it's not because you've interrupted my celebrations you must pay. It's for the loss of time when I should be balancing my books. You must pay for that. You'll also have to pay for a kind of manner I noticed in you today. When a customer cannot look me in the eye, he has to pay for it. Now, this object you've come to sell me, from your deceased uncle's collection, is it not? You are fortunate in having had an uncle who was a remarkable collector.
I have exhausted my uncle's collection.
Really, Mr. Markheim? So you've something else to sell me, no doubt from an equally reputable source.
You're mistaken, Mr. Dealer. I have not come to sell. I have come to buy.
To buy? Well, Mr. Markheim, I see, congratulate you on a change of fortune. Now, let me see. I've had some rather fine pieces of china. This figurine, perhaps?
No, that would not suit my purpose. I need a present for a young lady.
A young lady, eh?
Something small but expensive.
Well, sir, so be it. We stand in a new relationship. I am, as I said, closed for ordinary business, but after all, you're an old business acquaintance and a man with a true feeling for objets d'art. Now, let me see. Now, there's a fine present for a lady. A hand mirror. That glass is 15th century warranted.
A glass? For Christmas? What do you mean by this?
Why not a glass?
You ask me why not. Look in it. Look at yourself. Do you like what you see? No? Well, neither do I, nor any man.
Your lady must be rather ill-favoured if you're afraid to give her a glass.
I asked you for a Christmas present and you give me this damned reminder of years and sins and follies, this blasted hand conscience.
What nonsense is this you're talking now?
It is important to me, and it should be to you. I cannot think of my past without shame and cannot ignore it. I carry it with me wherever I go. Now, with one step, I can get money, free myself from it, and begin again.
Your past is no concern of mine, and if you are concerned for your future, I advise you to take this glass.
Why should we be in such a hurry? It is pleasant to get to know people. We should not hurry any pleasure. Not even such a mild one as this.
I'm a busy man, Mr. Markheim. I have no time for pleasure.
Make time for it. Talk to me. Tell me about yourself. When we know each other, we might even be friends.
I have no friends and need none.
Dealer, a hand to get money and a safe to keep it in. Is that all you are? Dear God, man, is that all? Speak up, man, if you are a man. Is that all?
I have only this to say to you. Either make your purchase or get out of my shop. Will you take the glass?
Show me something else.
This fan.
Now, this dagger could reach to the hardest of hearts. A fan. An excellent present for a lady. Now, on second thoughts, a fan will not do. The ladies use them to cool themselves, to mask their faces and their emotions, as you use this mask of caring only for profit. No, the fan will not suit my purpose.
Perhaps this might suit your purpose. It's a fine piece. It will not heat your lady, but it will not cool her either. And it has the added advantage that no moral lesson can be drawn from it.
If no moral lesson can be drawn from a cameo, make me a present of one.
Oh, well...
No. I would not ask you to present me with anything that has a market value. Present me with a cameo of your life.
My life? What is my life to you, Mr. Markheim?
Less than nothing, Mr. Dealer. Our lives have crossed so often in the past. Always at some unfortunate moment in my career. We should not judge each other solely by such meetings.
Such judgments as I make on people are purely and simply business judgments.
How much you can cheat them up when you buy and how much you can cheat them up when you sell.
You've been drinking, but that does not excuse your impertinence. You come to my shop, disturb me at my work on the pretext of purchasing a gift. Then you insult me, abuse my charity, waste me time by talking nonsense.
Nonsense? I have sunk very low in my life. But till now, the chief victim of my crimes has been myself. Now I have the chance to rise, to build a new and secure foundation and use the greatness that I know is in me. But to do this, I must make one last great plunge to find the means. And I must take another with me, who will not share my rise. It is not a decision to be taken lightly, Mr. Dealer. I thought that you might help me to reach the right choice. But since you refuse, our association must end here.
Oh, come, Mr. Markheim. You and I have dealt with each other for a number of years to our mutual satisfaction. Let us forget these hard words we've exchanged and this fooling and attend to your business.
Indeed. It is time to attend to my business. Time is my enemy.
Yes, for all your talk about dragging another person down who will not share your rise, Mr. Markheim, I think you're being over-scrupulous. Scruples are a luxury that no man who hopes to rise in the world can afford. There are only two kinds of people, the users and the used. And now, this might be the very thing. What are you doing?
I prefer the dagger. Is that death? Not grand. Not terrible. He looks like so much sawdust sprawled there. Smaller and even meaner than he was in life. Time has stopped for him, but it is more important to me than ever. Time is my enemy. His money. Where does he keep it? It's not here. Where did you keep it, you old fool? The door at the back of the shop is open. He must have come from there and left it open. Open and waiting. Like an ambush. Who's there? Who could be there? My nerves are jumping like a hooked fish. Staircase. 3 doors at the top. The money must be there. Nothing. Where can it be? Someone on the stair. Is there anyone there?
Can I be of any service to you?
What? Who?
You are looking for the dealer's money, I believe, Markheim.
You know me?
Indeed I do. You have always been an impetuous man. I must say you have excelled yourself today, particularly in your carelessness.
Carelessness?
You should have come at night.
The police are more vigilant at night. Besides, during the day, no one will notice me leaving. I shall look like all the others in the street.
Will all the others be as noticeably stained with blood? Was it wise to use a dagger? There are less messy ways of killing.
I used it because it was there, waiting for me.
Was there any need to kill him at all? You could have bound and gagged him.
Then he could have told the police my name.
Oh, come, Markheim, would he have risked that? If he exposed you, quite certainly you would have exposed him as a receiver of stolen property. Why did you kill him?
I didn't mean to. I had no clear intention of any kind. I have been given a chance to make myself rich and break completely with my old life. All I needed was money, and that man had it. That dried-up, loveless, joyless creature had it. I came here to get money, but I had no definite plans.
You flatter yourself you had no plan at all. You came without anything to bind him with or to kill him with. You have not provided yourself with an alibi. You wanted the dealer's money, but you did not know where to find it. On an impulse, you killed him, and now even he cannot tell you. And if you do not find the money, you have killed him for nothing, Markheim. I can tell you. But you must ask me first. I'm your friend. Accept my offer of assistance.
I'll find it without your help.
I do not think you will. Certainly you will not find it quickly. You need every second to make good your escape, and time is passing. Think how foolish it would be to have done what you have done and not reap the profit.
I have paid too much already for it. I will not share it with you.
I said I was your friend, not your accomplice. I ask nothing from you, and my offer puts you under no obligation.
I want nothing from you.
Then I will leave you. For the moment.
Wait. Wait a moment. There's no one here. There never was. It was in your mind. Sounds of footsteps and that being were all in your mind. The last room. It must be there. The money must be there.
Come in.
What are you doing here?
I was looking at the dealer's ledgers. You have balanced his books for him, Markheim, and his accounts are closed. Like a good clerk, you have put his affairs in order, and like an artist, you have coffined him in his final unchangeable definition. Dried up, joyless, loveless. A hand to get and a safe to hold. Those were your words, I think?
If he had shown one sign that anyone would be the poorer or the sadder for his death, if he had even shown that he could find some pleasure in existence...
You would not have killed him. But what of your need for money?
In spite of that, I would not have killed him.
How convenient for you that he seemed to fit the formula that you made for him.
Seem?
What would you say if I told you he was not always as you saw him? He was not, of course, like you. You were born with every advantage.
You do not know me.
I do, Markheim. That is why I've helped you so often in the past.
You? Help me? I have never seen you before. Who are you? I do not know if you are man or devil.
What I am cannot affect the service I propose to render you.
It can, it does. I do not know you, but there is something familiar about you. Something that haunts the dark corners of my mind. I feel that you are not of this earth and not of God. You cannot help me.
I have helped you before.
Without my knowledge, I will not knowingly be helped by you.
Don't be a fool, Markheim. You have killed for money. I assure you that without my help, you cannot find it.
I can and I will.
You're wasting time. Every second you waste brings it all nearer. The policeman's hand on your shoulder, the people staring at you as if you were mad, the jury weighing your life in the balance, the prosecutor etching your character in black and white, the judge with his black cap and his black hanging face, the prison, the gallows, and the black coffin. Think of it, Markheim. The rope under your chin, the knot at the back of your neck, one jerk, and your life is stopped like a clock. Where will your atonement be then? Where will be the great things that you meant to do, that you have always meant to do? Swinging in the wind, Markheim. Swinging in the wind.
Nothing.
Do you accept my offer?
No. You cannot terrify me into accepting it.
I terrify you? Oh, come, Markheim, you terrify yourself. Fears are scuttling about your head like rats in a deserted attic. Sane fears, mad fears, fears of man, of devils, and of God.
I have no fear of God. He at least will give me justice.
I hope for your sake he tempers it with mercy. But before you face his justice, you may suffer at the hands of human justice. Unless you accept my help. What if someone has reported strange sounds from this house to the police? What if someone has informed against your friend the dealer and are on their way to arrest him as a receiver of stolen property? What if...
What is it?
Did you hear a sound from down there? What if he's not yet quite dead? What if he's dragging his bleeding body out into the street and crying, "Murder!" Time was when the brains were out, the man was dead.
You are a fiend.
I am one who knows you and values you.
No, you do not know me.
Markheim, I know you to the soul.
How can you know me? Not from my life. My life is a lie that grows and grows about me and strangles me. I am better than this disguise I wear. Can you not see that? All men are.
You are too modest. All men are not Markheims. All men do not rob and murder and still have no fear of God.
If my crimes are exceptional, so are my reasons. If I had time, I would prove it to you.
To me?
To you. More than anyone.
Then you know me at last.
Yes. I know you. But you're not what I expected.
Did you expect me to exist?
No. But if you did, I would have expected you to be intelligent. More than intelligent, godlike. Able to look deep into the souls of men, read what was there, and judge them truly to the marrow of their bones. Yet there you are, judging me by my actions like a policeman. Is that just?
How did you judge the dealer? By looking into his soul?
His soul? He had none. I did not take his life. He had no life to take. Are you laughing at me?
Oh, Markheim, how fate has cheated you. There is a core of greatness in you, man. Let me preserve you for greater things.
Oh, can you not see that we have nothing in common? I hate evil. I have never in my life sinned willingly.
Very feelingly expressed, but I have no interest in such niceties of debate, and you have not time for them. Time is ticking you towards the gallows. Don't cover your ears. It will not stop because you cannot hear the clocks. Shall I help you? Shall I tell you where the money is?
Your price is too high.
I have not mentioned a price. I offer you the information as a Christmas present.
If I were dying, I would somehow find the strength to refuse assistance from your hands.
The case is not hypothetical. You are dying, Markheim. This is the last room in the house. Search it thoroughly, Markheim. It will pass the remainder of your life. Without my help, you will never find the money.
I will not commit myself to evil. If you only wish to save me so that I can spread evil, you should have saved the dealer. He would have been a better tool for your purpose.
You underestimate yourself, Markheim. He had not your talent for self-deception, nor your sense of your own ultimate greatness, nor your interest in noble causes. There is no greater source of evil than a self-deceiving man. Unless perhaps it is a noble cause. There was a time when men were religious, and the saintly butchers would set out to rob, torture, slaughter, and lay waste the earth for their great causes. You must take up politics and butcher for a substitute for God, shall we say, the betterment of man. Then you can fulfill the whole promise of your life and still find the end you desire.
Do you think I have no more hope for my life than to sin and sin and sin, and in the end sneak into salvation? Is that all you know of man? Is murder so unholy that it leaves no trace of goodness in a man?
Murder is no special category. All sins are murder, as all life is war. I have no interest in evil acts, only in evil men. It is not because you have killed a dealer that I offered to help you. It is because you are Markheim.
Oh, no. If you discount my acts, you cannot say I am an evil man. Evil is strong in me, but so is good. I am pulled both ways. Must my vices always dictate my life? Surely the good in me can be a spring for action as well.
Look, Markheim, you have been 35 years in this world, and your character has changed steadily throughout those years, always for the worse. Is that not true?
No, I am the same as I always was.
20 years ago, you would have hesitated even to tell a lie. 15 years ago, you would not drink nor gamble. Rakery was anathema to you. 10 years ago, you would not have believed yourself capable of theft. Last year, the very thought of murder would have made you scream out in your sleep. Is there any crime you feel you could not now commit? If there is, name it, and within 5 years from now I shall watch while you commit it. The long road you have come leads only down. Nothing but death can stop your descent.
I know I have given in to evil, but so has every man. The very saints have sinned in order to exist.
Answer me one simple question. Without cheating your own conscience, and from your answer predict your own future. Do you hate yourself as you would once have hated a man like you? Or do you become more satisfied that you are a helpless victim of circumstances? Is the habit of evil your disguise, or is it you, Markheim? And you must content yourself with what you are, for you will never change. That being so, you must accept my offer. Take the profit of being Markheim with the loss.
What of God's grace? Surely that is left to me.
What have you done to deserve it? Or have you changed your mind? Will you sneak into heaven sniveling your deathbed repentance?
No, I will not.
Then I will show you where the money is.
No. You said you knew me to the soul, and now, because of you, I know myself to the soul. You have left me nowhere to hide from myself. I thought I might do some great thing and atone for my sins. Now I know that nothing can atone for what I have done. One thing I can do, though, and that is to find the strength to face poverty and starvation for the rest of my life.
You have talked away the rest of your life. Are you going, Markheim, without the money?
I'm going downstairs.
Into the street with blood on your hands? Too late, Markheim. The dealer's servant has quarreled with her sweetheart and left him. While we've been talking, she has been making her way home. While you were putting all your faith in divine justice, human justice has been coming for you, pausing sometimes to weep a little or to look in shop windows. But it has been coming. Markheim, you need my help now, as you have never done before. Markheim. Markheim, it's the maid. What will you do now? No, you cannot do that. You cannot brush her aside and run past her. The street is full of people now. You spoke of bearing your misery for the rest of your life. The rest of your life depends on what you do now. You can think of nothing. And do as I say. Go to the door with a serious face. Tell her you are a doctor. Her master has been taken seriously ill. She must go to him at once. When she is in the shop, close and bolt the door. Then, the same skill that rid you of the dealer will rid you of this last obstacle. Do this and you will need no help from me to find the money. You will have the whole day and night to ransack the house, find it, and make your escape. I promise you suspicion will never fall on you. You will do great things and you will never need my help again. Look. At your feet. The dagger. Take it. Markheim, your life depends on it.
My life. My dear, you had better go for the police. I have killed your master.
Markheim by Robert Louis Stevenson was dramatized by Tom Wright. Markheim was played by Tom Watson, the dealer by Martin Heller, and the stranger by Malcolm Hayes. Markheim was produced by Gordon Emsley.
To See the Sun, variations on a vampire theme by Kingsley Amis, with Christopher Casanova as Stephen and Gail Honeycutt as Countess Valvazor. To See the Sun.
What the devil? Who's there? Oh, yes. Oh, Inie, prego.
Vostra prania, magistu.
Yes, gratu tu, cupo.
Prego, magistu, prego. Buono appetito.
August the 31st, 1925. The Albergo Santa Giovanni, Nuova Castra, Dacia. Darling Connie, at last your own Stephen is here in the heart of Dacia, and exhausted. I dozed off the moment I got you, only to be woken almost immediately by the cupo, the landlord, who called me Magistu, a great compliment, and presented me with his idea of an English breakfast, viz. Porridge made from some sort of maize, eggs cooked with herbs, and bacon cured in paprika. All very tasty, though. Oh, thank heavens. At last the old cracked bell of St. Virgil's has stopped. You know, in these wild, beautiful mountains, roads hardly exist. The equipage that brought me here from Arlenopoli was a veritable box on wheels. I feel bruised from head to foot, so I'm going to ask the landlord to prepare me a bath. I'll need one before I present my compliments to Her Serenity, the Countess Valvazor, this evening. All my thoughts are with you, dearest Connie, your loving husband, Stephen. P.S. Wish me luck with the Countess. Hey-ho.
Cupo! Cupo! Uni bagni, placut. Hey, velet preco.
The 31st of August, 1925. It was on this very day, 40 years ago, that I resolved to begin this journal and to keep up my English by writing it in that language. The day that I returned here to Castle Valvazor from my beloved Boston. And now I am weary beyond expression. And yet tonight I sense the approach of danger. Without question, somebody is at hand. No, it is no fancy. As I write these words, I sense a movement towards my door. What guest is here? Is it death?
Renata! Salve tu, magistu.
Salvatore, matrune. Egg,
Es bene, Magda. Tutto bene, Magda.
Madame.
Good evening, Mr. Hillier. It is Mr. Hillier, I assume.
It is indeed.
Enter freely. Of your own free will, cross my threshold.
Oh, yes, thank you. The Countess Valvazor.
The same. Won't you come through? It gets cold in the lobby.
You speak excellent English, Countess.
Why, thank you. That's very kind. Though I call it American, not English. I was educated in the United States. But that was a very long time ago.
Oh, it can't be that long ago, Countess. You look far too young. Well, I mean,
Please don't be embarrassed, Mr. Hillier. It's a compliment. I'll tell you how old I really am.
We have no inhibitions about these things in my country, and I flatter myself that I look rather less than my real age. I'm 29. Ah, here we are.
Well, I'm 42. There now. I say, what a pleasant room.
I try to give 1 or 2 rooms here some semblance of coziness. Now, do, please sit down.
Oh.
Tell me what brings you to Castle Valvassor. Can I get you a drink? Dry martini? I don't advise the local firewater.
Well, a dry martini's fine. To be honest with you, Countess, I'm interested in the history of your family. Oh, thank you. Well, salvata, Cantusa.
Your health, Mr. Hillier. So you know about us, even in England. How much do you know about our family history?
Well, of course, I know the vampires and legends about Benedict Valvassor and his terrorizing the province.
There's a whole raft of stuff about Benedict in the files, but the star of the show is Red Matthias, the only so-called vampire to have been dispatched by a bishop. Do you have a cigarette by any chance? I left mine upstairs.
Oh, yes, of course. Here.
Oh, thank you. Ah, State Express. I adore State Express. Yes, with a stake through the heart, of course. The bishop fainted. There's an eyewitness account in the library. But I meant to ask, where's your baggage?
My bag? Oh, my luggage. Oh, it's in my room at the Albergo Santa Giovanni.
Well, I'll get them to bring it up. We can't have you staying there.
Oh, but I...
No, I insist. We always keep a guest room ready.
To Dr. A.C. Winterbourne, M.A., F.R.D.I., etc., St. Matthew's Hall, Oxford, September the 1st, 1925, from Castle Valvassor. My dear Charles, by a piece of astonishing good fortune, I find myself the guest of the Countess, a remarkably cool and self-contained young lady who speaks excellent English. One reason for this is quite amazing. Her steward, cum general factotum, he is also the librarian, is, mirabile dictu, a Scot, one Robert McNeil. He's now in his 60s and has been here for nearly 40 years. I spent the day with him in the archives. The Countess didn't show herself. No doubt she was resting. She keeps very late hours. But she has bidden McNeil and myself to supper at 9. Oh, since it is nearly 9 now, I must break off.
Can I press you to some more broth, Mr. Hillier? It'd be a pity if it were to be wasted. Waste not, want not, as my old mother used to say.
Oh, thank you. It's very delicious.
You obviously have a taste for the garlic. Now, there's something. Many of the details of the vampire legend have no basis in fact, you know. The peasant belief in the efficacy of garlic, for instance.
And the business of the crucifix.
Mere popish idolatry, superstitious propaganda by the satraps of the so-called Holy Roman Emperor to try to seduce the local peasantry during the 30 Years' War.
Oh.
And another fallacy. Why should a vampire have to be in his or her coffin for destruction to be effective? Benedict Valvassor was decapitated and annihilated on the roof of this very castle and a spike driven into his head. Of course, it would have been equally serviceable to have exposed him to direct sunlight, which causes immediate and total disintegration into dust. Indeed, in the case of
Oh, my dear Countess, here, have some water. Are you all right?
Thank you, my dear Mr. Hillier. I guess I am a bit squeamish after all. Those were my ancestors you were talking about, you know, my own flesh and blood. Now, I'll ask Magda to bring in the chicken. Try this Tokai with your fruit, Mr. Hillier.
Thank you. A splendid meal, Countess. My congratulations to your chef.
Oh, there is no chef, Mr. Hillier. There's only my dear old Magda here.
Madame.
Café, Magda. Précoute.
Oh, madame.
No coffee for me, thank you, Countess. I'm off to my bed. Mr. Hillier, I shall be at your disposal in the library from 8 o'clock onwards.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you pass a pleasant night, Countess, and that you sleep well, Mr. Hillier. Good night.
Good night. McNeil was telling me that he's been here for many years.
Yes, he Oh, how shall I put it? He first made himself useful to Baron Aleku.
Oh, yes. Yes, your great uncle. I was reading about him in the library.
And what did you discover?
It was a sad letdown for a romantic like me. All those promising tales about the young girls who died with the name of Aleku on their lips, and then he himself goes and dies of typhus in 1891, wasn't it? And that's that.
Well, not altogether, but, come, have a look at this picture. What do you make of it?
Oh, it's curious. Is it some sort of procession? And what's that strange one-story building?
It's the funeral procession of Baron Aleku in 1891. The building is our family mausoleum. It's in the grounds. There. Look, you can see it through the trees.
Oh, yes.
We do have a very good full-length portrait of Aleku himself by Winterhalter, if you'd like to see it.
Very much.
Madame. Here's the coffee. Why don't we take it upstairs?
Upstairs?
Yes, upstairs. The portrait is upstairs. It's in my bedroom.
Dear Charles, old boy, I'm continuing this letter in the Countess's bedchamber, believe it or not, at a little table by the window. We should both of us have to be completely different from what we are if I could tell you what has just happened. Suffice it to say that, as bidden, I did indeed have supper with the Countess and McNeil. A queer bird, that one. Afterwards, McNeil left us, and we took coffee in the Countess's bedroom. Well, one thing led to another, and verb sap, here I am. My dear old boy, I can't convey to you the... She's called Lucretia. The Dacian aristos like to stress their supposed links with ancient Rome. She's 29, and as I write, she's asleep just near me in her bed. And here we come to the good old vexata quaestio. I've fallen for her like a ton.
Aleku! Aleku! Tu diavolo, tu cane d'inferno, Aleku!
Lucretia, what is it?
Ay, Aleku! Ay, Aleku!
Lucretia, you're dreaming.
Who is it? Oh, Stephen, it's you, my darling.
You were having a nightmare, that's all.
Is that what you call it? Oh, Stephen, hold me.
What was it?
Something, loathsome. Stephen, I want you to do something for me. You must do it, my dear one.
Anything I can.
Will you pray to God and tell him I thank him for sending you to me? Because I thought he had abandoned me forever.
Lucretia, wouldn't it be better if you told him yourself?
No. In my state, prayer is ineffective.
In your state? What state?
Of absolute sin. I am in a state of absolute sin.
Absolute? Oh, I say, I mean...
Please do what I ask, Stephen.
Well, gladly.
Promise me, Stephen.
I promise.
It is enough. I know you are a man of honor. Now I can sleep.
Briggs. I must tell you, old fellow, between writing a ton of and that last word, Briggs, I had the strangest of conversations. Lucretia now sleeps soundly, but not 20 minutes ago. But my God, this is even stranger. Charles, this may be a dream, but I will write it down, and if I still have the writing in the morning, I will know it is no dream. You must know that hanging on a wall downstairs is a picture of Baron Aleku's funeral procession in 1891. I am now witnessing that identical procession. Oh, please God, it is a dream. Not 100 yards away, I see the coffin on its odd-looking wagon drawn by 6 men pulling ornamental ropes, and, yes, all clad in black, a figure like Lucretia. It is Lucretia. She's just caught my eye, and yet she is here beside me. I must set this down calmly. I'm not mad. I'm not drunken. I may be dreaming. Lucretia is no longer here. Nor is her bed. nor the dressing table, the pictures, the sculptures, the pier glass. Outside the window, all is pitch dark. There are only the stark stone walls, and beneath my bare feet, the chill floor. The door. The door is locked.
Help! Help!
Oh.
Why, Mr. Hillier, what on earth are you doing here? You were fortunate, I heard you. This particular room is hardly ever used these days. How did you come to be here?
Well, I don't know.
Have you been sleepwalking?
I don't know that either, but perhaps. Yet, how did the door come to be locked?
Oh, the door was not locked, simply jammed. The wood tends to swell at this season. Oh, the Countess sends her apologies.
Oh?
She received a message her old nurse was dying and asking to see her. And so she hurried off, as she would. It's a fair drive almost to the border of the province. I expect her back in the late evening. I hope to see you later, if you feel well enough. Your room is just down the corridor.
No, it was no dream. The fact that I found this paper in my pocket is proof enough for that. Still, after a couple of hours in bed, a warm bath, a breakfast of scrambled eggs with strips of smoked mutton, hot rolls and quince jam, I feel able to face McNeil. He's very proud of his indexing system in the library. Librarians are much the same everywhere, eh, Charles? But with some justification. He showed me what he claimed was the genuine confession of a vampire. It was about 50 years old, I imagine, and began, Dominu vobiscu, preco vos ni par misericordi, ni par pieti, and went on in much the same strain. In essence, the author is begging those who are not accursed to pray on the vampire's behalf. Pretty purple stuff, and almost certainly a fake. But anyway, I traced it out. It's in manuscript and in an educated hand, though something about the handwriting bothers me. I had luncheon with McNeil, a toothsome river trout expertly cooked by the splendid Magda, and I've just come up to my room to scribble this and collect my overcoat, as McNeil has promised to take me to the mausoleum.
Here is the sarcophagus itself. Segnu, Aleku, Valvasor, 1841 to 1891. That's where Aleku's buried, or is at rest. I was at the funeral, of course.
Were you, by George?
Yes, it was the 25th of February. Ash Wednesday. Odd how these things stick in your mind. As a matter of fact, there was a curious incident a couple of weeks after the burial.
Yes?
A party from the town came up and broke open the coffin and found a corpse. A corpse showing unmistakable signs of decay. Not, as I suppose they'd expected, Aleku in his habit as he lived.
It took a damned lot of nerve to lead the coffin-breaking expedition.
Yes, nobody seems to know who did. Not a local man, it was said. Oh, by the by, Mr. Hillier, are your whereabouts known to your people in England?
Not precisely, no.
Dear me, a most unwise omission in a country like this. If I may, I'll send a man to the telegraph station. Tomorrow.
3 p.m. Charles, I want to get this posted as quickly as possible. There's more to McNeil than meets the eye, and something he just said makes me want to let you know my whereabouts at once. N.B. Needless to say, everything I said about Lucretia is sub rosa. Yours I, Stephen. P.S. We'll telegraph Connie at the same time as posting this.
Oh, Stephen, there you are. Oh, I'm sorry I rushed off without seeing you.
Lucretia, I think I saw you.
What, darling?
Last night, I saw the funeral of Baron Aleku Valvasor in the year 1891. I actually saw it, Lucretia, as clear as day.
Don't be silly, dear. You dreamed it. You were remembering the picture.
It was not a dream. I watched it from your bedroom window, at least at first. Then I was in a strange, empty room, and you were there.
I was where?
At the funeral in 1891.
Nonsense. I wasn't born then. It was a dream.
Then how did I get into that strange room?
Well, you must have walked in your sleep. You don't think I could have carried you?
Well, no, but it's devilish odd, though.
Here, kiss me, my dear one. Now, that's better. And now, a little ceremony. This won't hurt.
What are you doing? What, the Lucretia?
There, my darling. All done. A lock of your hair. And now, I cut a lock of mine. So, and give it to you. This means we're officially lovers and can only cease to be by exchanging again. Is that English? By giving these back?
Well, that's lovely. Is it a peasant custom?
Well, a custom anyhow, though it's dying out as what isn't. But we must celebrate. Champagne. So this is to be my last entry in my journal after 40 years. Stephen was a little suspicious about the champagne, but he drank it, and Magda's potion certainly acted fast. He was asleep within seconds. Before I left him, I kissed Stephen's cheek once, twice. A delicious languor stole over me. Suddenly, I thought of Aleku. I came to myself in an instant. After a second's inexpressible agony of mind, I ascertained that though my teeth had been at his throat, they had not penetrated the skin. I knew now that I could not suppress the abominable craving that defines my state, and that I placed Stephen in deadly danger. I know my duty. May the God I have forsaken give me the strength of will to carry it out.
From the Pall Mall Gazette, September the 5th, 1925. Death of British subject. Foul play suspected. The death has been reported in Nova Castra in Dacia of Mr. Robert William MacNeil, M.A., the archivist at Castle Valvasor, the seat of Her Serenity Lucretia the Countess Valvasor. Dr. Casio Iotfos, who carried out the autopsy, stated that Mr. MacNeil appeared to have been killed in a particularly gruesome fashion, his head having apparently been pulled from his body by main force, and his right arm having been shattered into some 30 or 40 pieces. With Mr. MacNeil's corpse, another body was found, that of a man in extreme old age, and in a state of advanced decomposition. To add to the mystery, the Countess herself seems to have disappeared. The British consul in Adrianople, Mr. Terence Seymour, is in touch with the coroner, His Rectitude Questor Miron Filipescu. Mr. MacNeil leaves no family.
Atsu probitsimu Miron Filipescu, Kester. No. I have recorded my deepest thoughts in English for so long. Forgive me, Questor Filipescu, if I write my confession in that tongue. In the year 1886, when I was 29, my uncle, the Baron Aleku, forcibly reduced me to the abominable condition of vampire, and then debauched me. 5 years we continued our hideous practices before the citizens of Nova Castra began to suspect the true nature of the Baron, if not of me. He therefore obtained the services of one Robert MacNeil, who, finding a Bessarabian corn factor who closely resembled my uncle, poisoned him, giving out that the Baron had died of typhus. An elaborate funeral was staged. Then the wily MacNeil aroused the townspeople to break open the tomb. There they found not the immaculate form of an undead vampire, but an ordinary decaying corpse. Since then, the unspeakable MacNeil has provided the victims whose blood we drank from further afield to allay suspicion. And so we continued for decades, until the arrival of one whose nobility caused me to loathe my situation, and he who brought me to it. Accordingly, tonight at 2 a.m., I drove an iron spike through the back of my uncle's head. The extreme and dreadful changes that then took place in him proved him destroyed. However, McNeil, aroused by his screams, entered the room and taunted me for my action, threatening to silence, in his words, an Englishman staying at the castle, a Mr. Stephen Hillier. I was therefore obliged to kill McNeil, a simple matter in view of the strength natural to one in my condition. This confession, entrusted to my faithful servant, Magda Margaloman, supersedes an earlier one now in the castle library, given under our hand and seal, September 4th, 1925, Lucretia Valvasor.
From the Hotel Astoria, Budapest, September the 8th, 1925. My dear Charles, I shall have to tell someone... No, not someone, you, before I go mad or die of grief. When I returned from posting my last to you, I spoke with Lucretia and we drank some champagne. I now believe this to have been drugged, as I awoke some 12 hours later in my own bedroom. The first things I saw when I came downstairs were 2 corpses, a grim sight, but it is not that is robbing me of my sleep, of my reason, but something else. I heard an irregular banging that I soon identified as caused by the long glass door giving onto the terrace. I went out. The sun was very strong. On the flagstones was a little heap of dust. My eye fell on what might have been a thin wisp of hair, but it had disintegrated before I could reach it. On the ground was an envelope with my name on it. The handwriting seemed familiar. I took from my pocket the tracing I had made of the vampire's confession that McNeil had showed me in the library. Charles, there could be no question but that the handwriting was the same. The note, of course, was from Lucretia.
My only dear love, I have to go away, and you will never see me again in this life. Our love has been the only true thing in my whole existence, and the means of deliverance from all my sorrows. Maybe we will meet again in 1,000,000 years from now. I think perhaps God intends that. Goodbye, heart of my heart. Remember your promise to pray for me. Your Lucretia.
From 3 Hall Lane, Wheatley, the 15th of September. Darlingest Stevie, do hope this gets to you at your hotel. Thanks for your lovely, long, chatty letter with all the recipes. I was getting just an itsy-bitsy bit worried, what with not hearing from you, except for the telegram, of course. Sorry the Castle Valvasor place was such a washout, and that you found nothing to interest you. Anyway, in one way it was a blessing in disguise, as it meant you left before that awful business about nice Mr. McNeil. Actually, I've got a confession to make. I'm afraid your Connie got a teensy-weensy bit jealous when I heard you were staying at Castle Valvasor with the Countess. I imagined her as some frightful foreign vamp, and then I looked her up in the Almanac de Gotha and found she was born in 1857. I bet she was a dreary old battle-axe who disapproved of you. Wasn't I silly? Dying to see you. Love, Connie.
To See the Sun was adapted by John Scotney from the short story by Kingsley Amis. Stephen was played by Christopher Cazenove, the Countess by Gail Honeycutt, and Robert McNeil by Graham Crowden. Other parts were played by Alan Dudley, Jennifer Piercy, and Zela Clark.
We present Mysterious Circumstances. Ian Wallace stars as the Demon King by J.B. Priestley. The play begins in a town in the north of England just before Christmas. Mysterious Circumstances.
Here, miss. 2 more.
What?
Well,
What dost thou think?
I hope no need to be rude. Ruddersford manners.
Nay, I'm none of your theatre chaps with fancy ways.
They'd not have you at theatre, don't think it. And they're very nice fellas from Royal, I'd have you know. There's your pints. That'll be 8p.
Profiteering.
Hey, Nellie, do you see much of the theatre chaps you were going on about?
Oh, aye, they come in all the time. It's handy for them, do you see, during rehearsals, like. They've only to walk across the street.
Oh, fancy. Theatre chaps.
Hey, there's two of them at that corner table.
Oh, nay, are they? By God, wait till I tell Aunt Maggie I've been supping with actors.
Actors? That's the stage manager and his assistant, Mr. Rudd and Mr. Sampson, their names are.
It's all right, thee talking, Sammy.
But there's nothing actually wrong with the company, Horace.
Oh, no, only everything. I've been in this theatre 37 years, never struck such a feckless lot of folk. A jolly friendly party, they call it in Bruddersford Herald.
Yes, well, that does seem rather...
You see what it says? A jolly friendly party of the company of players assembled by Mr. Tom Burt for this year's grand annual pantomime at our Theatre Royal. In Jack and Jill, Bruddersford will find a veritable feast of talent. With that accomplished young lady, Mr. Brett as Jack. That's good. She'll not see 40 again. And Miss Gertie Levasseur as a charming Jill. By God, you should see him fight. Not to mention the uproariously amusing Dame Durden of Mr. Johnny Wingfield. Uproariously amusing.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have put it that way myself,
Then,
certainly.
of course, says this daft reporter chap, we have that delightful Queen of Song, Miss Dulcie Farrer, appropriately cast as the Queen of Fairyland. And Brudderford's own favourite, Mr. Kirk Ayrton, in splendid form as the Demon King. What about that, Sammy?
Yes, I know. He's awful. Awful.
Mind you. You've not seen him at his best. He used to be a great performer, did Kirk. Toured with the opera. Mephistopheles in Faust and all that sort of thing. Grand singer. And now, look at him.
Tragic.
Lift him the elbow, Sammy. That's what's brought Kirk Ayrton down.
Oh, look out, he's coming in.
Oh, aye. Evening, Kirk.
Evening.
Have a drink, won't you?
Thanks.
Beer?
Brandy.
Oh, I'll get it for you. Brandy, please, miss. Thank you. How much? Oh, dear, I'm afraid I've only... No, it's all right. I've got a sixpence. Here you are, Mr. Ayrton.
Thanks. Health. Same again, Nellie. Oh, and 2 pints.
Oh, thank you, but I don't think I want to.
Go on, take it. Keep him in good humour.
Oh, of course. Rehearsal all right for today, Mr. Ayrton? Quite happy?
Of course. Why not? What's worrying you?
Oh, nothing. Thought you seemed a bit depressed, that's all. He'll go down well here. They're very musical in Bruddersford. But you know it, of course.
I do, and I loathe the place.
Now, Kirk. Not wrong with Bruddersford.
Shall I tell you what I think about Bruddersford, gentlemen?
Well, not if it's...
Bruddersford is a rotten, beastly backwater of a place, and if there's a worse one in England, I hope I never play it. That's all.
Oh, come now, Mr. Ayrton. I heard that, and it were right rude. We're not unkind to you, are we?
No. Sorry, my dear. Not meant for you. Always nice to me. Let me brandy.
Your beers, Mr. Sampson.
Thank you very much, Nellie.
And I'll have another brandy.
Aye, when you paid for that one, and beer.
Oh, I say, there, my dear. You know, Sampson, you know, Rudd, what's the matter with me here in Bruddersford? Not well. Not well at all. Cold. Always cold. Shivering like an aspen. Funny that for a demon king, eh?
Oh, very.
I'm getting on, Nellie. That's the trouble.
No, Mr. Ayrton, you're not. Why, you're in prime of life.
No. Ruined man, that's Kirk Ayrton. Kirk Ayrton, the good old has-been. Fine future behind him, they say, don't they? Oh, I know. Grand operas, pantomime. Provincial pantomime, too. Rotten place, rotten theatre, rotten costume.
Oh, go on. It's a lovely costume, Mr. Ayrton. It's all green and spangles, Miss Farrer told me. And hers is all white.
Spangles, bits of broken glass all the top of a wall. Keep cats off. Cotton types, holes in them. Tails loose, too. Nice thing, a demon king with no tail. Rotten costume, rotten theatre, rotten play.
Aye, Kirk, but there's no use carrying on about it. A job's a job. Now, Kirk, lad, why don't you go back to the theatre and have a rest before we start again? Chorus and ballet rehearsal at 7.
Tom Bert's happy Yorkshire lasses and chapel choir. Hey, by gum, that it should come to this.
Bah, I feel right sorry for him.
I feel right sorry for us. Oh, come up, May. Curtain goes up on Boxing Night 5 days from now. And a merry, merry Christmas to one and all.
He's not here yet, Mr. Burt.
Not here, isn't he? What do you make time, Samson?
6:35.
We go up at 7:15 and 40 minutes off curtain with no Demon King. Very nice, very funny. Hasn't anyone even set eyes on him?
Well, I think Mr. Rudd... Oh, there is Mr. Rudd. Mr. Rudd, Mr. Burt was asking if you'd seen Mr. Ireton earlier on.
Aye, I saw him. Going on 2 o'clock in the smoke room of Cooper's Arms. And he was furlapping it up.
Anybody with him?
Some chaps I've seen him with before. Leeds men, I should say.
Near on 5 hours ago. We might be anywhere by now.
Sleeping it off, most like.
All right. Nothing for it but the understudy. What's he like, this local chap?
Like nothing on earth, except a bow-leg baritone from a Wesleyan choir.
Well, he'll have to manage. Get out there and drill him, and if he gets buried in dead cats and rotten eggs, Kirk Arton can look after his wife and children.
All right now, Jonty. Got it?
I think so, Mr. Rudd, but I'm that nervous. I hope I won't forget my lines.
I'd better not. Costume fit you?
Well, it's a bit big and the tights wrinkle up on me, but I suppose I can keep itching them up.
Good luck, Jonty.
Well, oh, yeah, thank you, Miss Farrer, and you.
Well, we'll be seeing a lot of each other this evening, won't we? So we'll have to keep up each other's spirit.
Good luck, Dulcie, my darling.
Oh, tar, Johnny. And believe me, I'm going to need it.
Hey, dearie me. Right, everybody. 1 minute to curtain. Cabin scene all set?
Yes, Mr. Rudd.
Albert, keep an eye on those flats. They look as if they might collapse. Now, Jonty, do cheer up.
I remember you're the monarch of the underworld, not a lost soul out of Dance Inferno. Good luck, Alice, love. Best principal lad in business.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Burt. Oh, I've got such awful stage fright. And now that miserable Ireton's let us down, and I can't find my lucky pig.
Right, everybody. Good luck. Ready? Hey, by God, who's that?
It's Ireton. It must be.
But he's sober. He looks splendid.
He's got himself a new costume. Oh, isn't it lovely, all shimmery? New makeup, too.
He's been to Leeds for it. That's where he's been. The theatrical costume is. But he looks enough to frighten birds.
Never mind where he's been, so long as he's here. All right, Jonty, back to chorus.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Burt. That'll do me, champion.
Right. All ready? Curtain!
Mortals, beware. Approach with care our grot, or terrible indeed may be your lot. Beneath the magic well our cavern lies, where we may safely plot our villain eyes. We are so bad, we don't care what we do. Say what you like, we're wicked through and through. If you've a job to do that's dark and dirty, apply to us at once, we won't get shirty. If anything lacks, if you'd melt a jungle in wax...
Now, watch poor author's copyright, if thou will, Bert. Yon's from The Sorcerer by Mr. Gilbert.
Why, so it is. Right, then, I'll step aside and introduce our leader and our pride. Hail, hail, all hail! Hurrah, hurrah! Hurrah! He can a tale unfold, a forked one too. He's qualified to lead our fiendish revel, for he's, as you might say, the very devil!
All right, me lads, or as we say, all wrong. I'll start proceedings with a merry song.
In the caverns deep of the ocean cold, the diver is seeking a treasure of gold, leaving a world of sunlight and sound for a night like gloom and a silence profound, and fearful the death
How the dickens did you do that thunder, Stanley?
I didn't do it, Mr. Rudd. I never touched it, did I, Herbert?
That's right. Well, I'll go to the foot of those stairs.
If you ask me, somebody let off a firework. Monkeying about, that's what it is.
Well, let's hope they'll lay off it in Fairy Queen's number.
Oh, Lord, yes. Poor Dulcie. Listen, she's on now.
I am the Fairy Queen, and here I stand to quell these wicked powers with my wand. I know your horrid plot, you evil thing, and I defy you, though the Demon King.
What? You defy me? Did you say defy? I'd like to see you try.
Yes, I defy...
Good heavens, she's dried.
Dried? She's really paralyzed. Stuck there with her mouth open like a fish.
She's had a stroke.
Aye, all we needed.
You're in a fix, your fairy majesty. I point my finger and behold, you're free.
Yes, I, the Elfin Queen of Fairyland, I do defy you and your horrid band. Oh, Mr. Ireton, I'm that sorry.
Then choose your weapons, madam, and we'll duel, not spell for spell, for that would be too cruel to pit your puny magic against mine. A dueling duet, then?
Oh, yes, fine. Oh, Mr. Ireton, I don't know what came over me just then. I couldn't move or speak, thank you for covering for me.
Correct, ma'am. I deserve your admiration, for I can deal with any situation.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Funny, it was looking at your eyes made me go like that, I'm sure. Oh, me cue. Hands, villain, wing. Be no more here, my dawn of day. I greet thee, and I take thee from the throne of this land, and seek thee. Thy veil still shall be in me. Only one to hear shall ring. Oh, I wish I was in better voice, Mr. Ireton.
You wish you were? Then here's the very thing. Just look me in the eyes. Now, madam, sing.
Go hands in away. Be no more held by dawn of day. I greet thee, and I pray thee with
relentless light. Prepare thee, that I feel within the all alone. I command my hands of fire.
Great stuff, great stuff.
Oh, Gal, I've heard everything now.
Oh, Mr. Burt. Oh, Horace. Oh, Sammy.
Marvellous, Dulcie, marvellous. Go on, you two, take a curtain.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ireton.
You stop the show, you and Dulcie Kirk. Now if they'd only applaud like that all time.
Oh, they take a lot of warming up in Bruddersford.
A lot of warming up? Well, we'll see. For warming up's my speciality.
Right in the part tonight, aren't you, Kirk? No need to strain yourself at it off stage, you know. All this rhyming and that.
No strain, believe me. Quite the converse, quite. I'd go so far as call it hell's delight.
Well, if you say so, old man. You're on again, anyway.
You can warm up on this scene. He's a flaming marvel.
He's just standing there looking at them. What's he lifting his arms for, pointing?
Oh, search me. Never did at rehearsals.
And now, good people, since you've paid your money, laugh, curse you, laugh. This pantomime is funny. Here's Jack and Jill approaching, pretty dears. Jack's in the front and Jill is in arrears. While this enchanting female you see now is Jack's old mother with her faithful cow. And if you ask me which of them is which, the cow's the one that's wearing not a stitch. Here's simple Simon. Brains are what he needs. I bet you 10 to 1 he comes from Leeds.
Hey, I don't know. Listen to him. All them old gags. Nay, dash it, they must be half seas over.
We'll have to cut an hour out of the show at this rate.
I don't understand it. I'm flummoxed, fair flummoxed.
Jack's got a mother. She's a worthy dame. And Mrs. Martha Durden is her name. She loves her Jack, although she knows he's lazy. But best of all, she loves her old cow, Daisy.
Forget me honeymoon. Oh, we had a lovely afternoon for it. Oh, it was a lovely wedding, too. A military wedding it was. My father was standing behind him with a shotgun. we were coming away from the church, you know, and a man stopped his cab and said, "Do you want a lift?" "No, thanks," I said. "We've got a bungalow."
Oh, dear, I'm rather glad to get off.
Oh, they were lapping it up, Johnny, lapping it up.
I've been playing dames for 40 years now. I've never had a reception like that. It's frightening, that's what it is. And then Alice...
It's ridiculous. I mean, a principal boy is not supposed to be funny. One feels such a fool, I mean.
You're on again, Alice. Magic water scene.
I wish I didn't have to. I don't fancy that Ireton at all.
Go on, love. He can't hurt you.
But it's his eyes. They make me feel all shivery. Oh, well.
The magic water found. Methinks I'll rest in this fair cabin. Yes, that will be best. And lest the place should seem a little eerie, I'll sing a song to keep my spirits cheery.
Our country is our ship, dear see, our gallant vessel too, of his future proud is he. Each man whatever his station be, when duty's call, command, he takes his stand. When duty's call, command, he takes his stand. And now I'll rest indeed. Yet, what do I spy?
Arthur's not coming up through trap. He's missed his cue. He didn't use the trap. He came from nowhere.
Either Kirk's drunk or I am.
Yes, tremble, silly mortal, for 'tis I. And now I'd have you know you're in me clutches. The place for such as you, lad, is in hutches. I'll have your bones for bread, your blood for tea. I'll use your skin to cover a city. I'll kill you, grill you, cut you up and fry you. I'll slay you, flay you, tan your hide and dry you. I'll grind you up and bake a cottage loaf. I'll finish you, in fact, you silly oaf, until the gossips wonder as they clack if ever there was such a thing as Jack.
Oh, please don't.
She's forgotten her lines, daft lass. She's frightened stiff.
Look at her, green under all yon paint. He now is carrying her off. What'll he do to the ballet?
We'll soon see. Come on, Yorkshire lasses, dance for all you're worth.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bird. Isn't it exciting, Elf? My dress.
Yeah, I'm worried about this ballet, Mr. Burt. It's never gone well.
I have a feeling it will now. Watch.
And now, my friends, as we've a breathing space, I think a dance would not be out of place. Behold, behold, I summon thus my minions. And they approach, each on his back like pinions. Now, all you hags, you hellhounds, hear your king. I'll show you how a demon ought to sing. While the wolf in nightly prowl bays the moon with hideous howl. While the wolf in nightly prowl bays the moon with hideous howl. While the wolf in nightly prowl bays the moon with hideous
They're fainting in rows. They've been carried out.
I like fainting myself.
A ballet now? A little hellish dance? Come forth, you miserable imps, and prance! Faster! Faster! Faster!
I want a bobs with a brandy. Quick, send the lad out for it.
Did you see them? Dozens of them, all red and black and green, dancing like fiends. Those 6 little girls. Oh, no, I'm going mad.
Oh, that clapping, it's marvellous, but I can't hear myself think.
Go on, Dulcie. There's a good lass.
Why, Jack, what's this? A captive, drear and sad? I know what's happened. You've gone to the bad. But fear not, I am here, and so is Jill, to free you from this ghastly Lord of Ill. I wave my wand, and see, the spell is o'er. Rise, Jack, a free and happy boy once more.
Dear Fairy Queen, dear Jill, I thank you greatly, for I've been in a dreadful state just lately. Mother, rejoice, I found the fairy gold, and now our dear old cow need not be sold.
Oh, Jack, me gallant son, me only joy. Whatever job needs doing, Jack's the boy.
Jack's the boy for work, Jack's the boy for play, Jack's the lad that kills the sack that keeps the tears away. Ah, heart smears the blood, Jack's the friends ashore, Jack's the boy, Jack's the boy, that all our hearts adore.
Well, that's over, praise be.
Oh, I shall arrange for a bouquet, Mr. Hyton, after a show like that.
You'd like a flower, a tribute at your feet? Dear lady, that can be arranged too sweet.
Mr. Hyton, why, there's hundreds of bouquets. Flowers, look everywhere. Roses, daffodils. Shh. Mr. Hyton's got something to say.
Shh, everyone, shh. Dear friends and colleagues, pray accept these flowers in tribute to our 2 last happy hours. You think 'tis not my nature to be gay, but even I must take a holiday. Besides, it's Christmas. At this time of peace, I'm happy to declare an armistice. If by my tricks I frightened all you ladies, remember ere you wish me back in Hades, that thanks to me and all my art contrives, you've given the best performance of your lives. Farewell! And when men speak of me to you, remember, please, to give the devil his due.
Doris, see the flowers. They're all fading, curling up and going brown.
They turn to dust, withered away. Me only bouquet.
Pardon me, Mr. Burt.
Yes, Harry.
A message come through for you to Stage Dawson.
Well?
From Leeds Infirmary. It says Mr. Arton was knocked down in Boar Lane by a cab this afternoon. They're keeping him in tonight, but he shall be all right for tomorrow.
Thank you, Harry. I'll see him in the morning when I go over to Leeds to sign the pledge.
Arton? Then who's that? Up there on stage, taking call?
Nay, lad.
He's gone. Vanished away in smoke.
Smoke? It's brimstone fumes.
By heck, I'll sign pledge tonight.
Ian Wallace was admirably cast in the role of the Demon King by J.B. Priestley. The Fairy Queen was Marjorie Westbury, and the principal boy, Sheila Grant, and Dame Durden, George Merritt. Other parts in the pantomime played by Frank Partington, Barbara Mitchell, Timothy West, Frederick Treves, David Valler. Music was composed and arranged and conducted by Christopher Whelan. The Demon King, dramatized by Michael and Molly Hardwick,